Good evening. Good evening, Bethlehem family. Thank you for joining us tonight. My name is Ray Barreto, and I have been given the privilege of sharing and praying with you tonight. But before we get to our prayer, I just want to advise and share with you upcoming events. We at Bethlehem are going to start 2021 in a battle on our knees, storming the throne room of God for ourselves, for our families, for this nation, for the world. And this is how we're going to begin. We're going to have 21 days of relentlessly in prayer. We're going to start on January 10th to the 31st. There will be a live prayer Zoom meetings as this is tonight. We're also going to have live prayer meetings in Valley Stream on the 6th and the 7th at 7:30, and in Rosedale on the 13th and the 14th, again at 7:30, we're going to have live prayer. We're going to have on the 10th, which is a Sunday, we're going to have Revival Sunday at 6:30 p.m. And again, then on the 31st, we're going to have a baptismal service. So what's the best thing after a whole month of prayer? We're praying for souls and salvation, and that's going to be at that 6:30 service. So be sure you get to the website or our app and make reservations. Please make sure you make reservations right now. Okay. We're coming to an end of another year, but this is a very unusual year in the lives of many of us. I won't say my age, but I've been around a little while. That I've never been through a year like this. But if we are to take a retrospective view of this year, we may be inclined to focus solely on the negative, on the pandemic, which has led to the suffering and loss of loved ones, friends, acquaintances, the loss of homes, the loss of jobs, a devastation of the economy, the political unrest and the social unrest, and not only in America, but throughout the world. But tonight, I would like to challenge you. I would like to challenge you to truly look over this past year and to see that there is still ways and reasons to give thanks to God. For He is faithful and He has been good. He has kept us and seen us through this. Yes, we may have suffered loss, but He has reconciled us. He has built us up. He has kept us. So we have plenty to be thankful for our faithful and our good God. His faithfulness, the Word of God says that because of the Lord's great love, we are not consumed, for His compassions never fail. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness, Lord. Every day that we're able to wake up on this side of eternity, we should give thanks to God that we are able to do something for Him, even in these times and these days. It didn't have to be, but He has been faithful. Again, in Psalms 105 says, "For the Lord is good and His love endures forever. His faithfulness continues through all generations." Thank God for a faithful God. Where would we be without a faithful God? He's always looking out for us. He's always taking care of us. Oh, talk about His faithfulness and talk about his goodness also. For God, the word of God says in Nahum 1, the Lord is good, a refuge in times of trouble. He cares for those who trust him. I don't know about you, but in this year, I thank God that I have him as a refuge, because there are times or days there when I was so overwhelmed. Maybe it was only me, but I don't think so. There are many of us out there that have been overwhelmed by the circumstance and the situations, but he is and has been and will be continue to be a refuge for our time of trouble, because he cares for those that trust in him. Our trust cannot be in anything or anyone but in God. Again, his goodness. The Lord is good to those whose hope is in him, to the one who seeks him. Saints of God, every morning, as soon as we wake up, we need to seek his face, that we will be enveloped with his goodness and his mercy and his grace and his kindness and his compassion throughout the day. And he is our hope. We are not like others that don't have a hope. Our hope is in him who has never failed us and has never forgotten us. And I love this verse from Psalms. Psalms is the prayer and the songbook of Israel, and you'll find the full range of human emotion in Psalms, and it brings up and stirs up the spirit here. I love this. It says, I remain confident of this. I will see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. Oh, we don't have to wait for eternity to come. But right now, right here, we can see the goodness of God. We can dwell in the goodness of God. He has kept us thus far. He's made a way out of no way. I know that many of us here have been on the brink, but God has come through for us. He is so good. I love it that he would never leave us nor forsake us. Yes. So I am challenging you today that instead of having such a negative, reflective view of it, let us today give thanks to the one and only true God, loving Father, our healer, our deliverer, our only wise God. But I love to call him Father, because he is our Father. And I don't add our Father in heaven, because I know that my Father is with me. And because he is with me, I want to give him the thanks and the praise. And that's what we should do. We in November, we celebrated Thanksgiving, but we're not limited and should not be limited and cannot be limited to just one day of Thanksgiving a year. Every day is a day of Thanksgiving.